All right, here we go. I think we're live now. I'm trying something new on this one. There we go. I got YouTube prompting me for everything right now. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. I'm Justin. I wanted to set up some new Sparks, the NVIDIA Sparks. Let me know if you hear me in the chat because I'm trying a new microphone just because I want to be able to use my bench and I want you to still be able to hear me. So I'm trying the DJI mic and all my recordings sounded fine, but I've never actually done this with a live stream. So if it sounds like garbage, please let me know, send a message, and I can switch my mic, although I can only talk at my desk if that's the case. So yeah, so I want to jump right into it. I got my Dr. Pepper unsponsored live stream, although Dr. Pepper, if you would like to sponsor me, YouTube doesn't have DMs, but you can find me, justingarrison.com. So yeah, so this live stream is all for, thanks Kevin. This stream is just to set up the hardware. I want to get all the way from unboxing, powering them on, getting through the initial phase. It does take a little while just to get that stuff set up. And then the main thing that I don't know how to do is the networking side of things. I have QSFP cards over here. These things are very thick and exciting. Which again, I haven't unboxed any of this stuff. Sorry if the boxes make a lot of noise. So yeah, so I got QSFP, they're quad SFP cables, which is what's in the Connect X7 port on the back of the Sparks. So I got a couple of those, and without a switch, the most you can daisy chain is 3 Sparks together, because each one has 2 ports. So I don't need a switch. I can just make a mesh of all 2 connections on each. So let's get into it. Let me see if I can switch my camera over to my bench. I don't know if you can see it behind me on the TV here. I have it set up there so I can see. Oh, I think my HDMI cable is a little bit too long. It's gonna go out for a second and then it should come in. There we go, sweet. So I lose chat here, but now you can see what's going on. And YouTube delay is like, man, it's like a minute. So I'm just gonna keep going, and if I'll check chat occasionally. So let's go ahead and unbox and get this going. I also have a Comet Pro that I'm gonna set up for remote keyboard and mouse, just to get that so that we can see that back on my desktop. I'm not gonna actually plug in a monitor. Oh man, come on. It's like a seal, there we go. There's the seal. So plenty of people have already done these, you know, unboxing and whatnot, so I'm just getting them up and running. I'm not gonna go over all the hardware. If you know what's in them, you should be fine. They give you these giant bricks, which are like literally almost as big as the machine itself. And I think they're 240. What power are they? I'm trying to remember the output on them. 200 to 240. No, it says it for Korea. I know there was a power limit on these Sparks, that they were supposed to draw more power and be more powerful, and they don't really. So it's kind of a shame, but this is what you get. And if I black out during this stream, hopefully my camera keeps going. I think it only happens, I think you only get the bars right when it switches. But if I black out during this stream, then I blew a fuse. And I'll see if I can join the stream again, because I have been known to do that in my garage. So let's get that. Let's power on this little guy. Get some power. I need networking. I'm going to do all these from the standard ETH port, just get networking on them, but the ConnectX goes here. So let's get one up and running first, and then we will worry about the rest of them. HDMI in. And then we need keyboard and mouse. That goes into one of the other ports. Oh, and I need networking for the Comet. Comet should be up, yep. Stealing network from something else for now. Oh, this is a short cable. So we'll move it a little bit. All right, 10117 is what I got here. One of the things that everyone complains about with these is they don't actually have a light, so you don't know if they're turned on or not. And they're whisper quiet, so you can't really tell what's going on. So let me go back to my desktop and see where are we at? 10117. I'm going to switch this video in just a second. See if I log in correctly. There we go. Okay. So back over here, let's see if we get video from this thing. No HDMI signal detected, which probably just means it's off. Hopefully. So we will try turning that back on. The comment shows on screen if it's connected or not. So I'm trying to see if it shows up. HDMI just kicked in on here. There we go. Now we got video going. What I'm planning on doing is just get these started. They're going to have some firmware updates that you flash with the default Ubuntu image they give you. And while it's updating, basically start on the next one unboxing. And I saw in chats, yes, I do have QSFP cables for the builds. They were the short ones that I could find. I had a longer one. Where is it? Over here. Which is really strange. I mean, the size difference on these cables is pretty drastic, but I don't know. I think these are still QSFP. Oh, these are 800 gig. That's why. I think the QSFP for the Spark is 400 gig cables, and then this one has dual 400 gigs. So it's more, obviously. Please work keyboard and mouse. Okay, doesn't look like it's working. Yeah, this USB-C cable probably only does power that I plugged in. So let's try another one. KVM lit up. Let's see if we get, yes. Okay, now we can control it. So we get started. UTC, the one true time zone. I'm gonna keep it. I use a Dvorak layout, which always gets difficult with any of these sorts of KVMs, because sometimes it maps through, sometimes it doesn't. See, it doesn't map through, so that sucks. And I don't know how to touch type on QWERTY anymore. Let me get. Now I can't go back. I hate that. They don't let me go back to switch the layout. I gotta get an actual QWERTY keyboard out and plug it in. I'll know that for the next one though. I don't want to. I want to have it mapped to Dvorak. Okay. Did that type? I can't see while I'm over there. Password. Super secret. Confirm password? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. No. All right. We should have network already because we're wired. What's up, Fuzzy Worm? I don't want you on Wi-Fi. No. Do I have to be on Wi-Fi? Skip. This is stupid. All right. And then I have to... Is that showing everyone my... No, okay. Oh. I can't... You're already wired. Why do you need Wi-Fi? Okay, let's start the next box. Unboxing is always more about trash management than anything. I don't think, well, I'll leave this keyboard for now because I might need it in a minute. Okay, so yeah, so it's gonna update. Let's switch back over. Oh, yeah, every time I switch, I have 3 HDMI cables daisy chained right now over to my bench. So I'm assuming it's just that as a problem. All right. You just have to kind of wait for the vacuum of the box to let the, there it goes. Yeah, it's, the first one says it's downloading. We will let it go do that. All right. Okay, next power supply. Again, I mean, nothing's under load right now. These draw pretty low power when they're idle, so I don't suspect we're gonna blow any fuses while they're getting set up, but as soon as I run a model, I gotta be careful. We need more network. Go. I'm gonna have to wait for this to finish before I switch the keyboard, so I might just have to unbox another one. Hey, what's up, Kalo Codes? DGX clusters only work in multiples of 2. Where'd you hear that? NVIDIA has a walkthrough on setting up a 3-node cluster. I wonder if I have another jet KVM somewhere I can get essentially a second monitor. Actually, I can plug in an actual monitor into one of them. That would let me bypass this KVM limit. They did not skimp out on these boxes. They are very thick. Okay. All right. Here's another one, and then let's plug in a monitor here. Am I still showing the bench? Yeah. I got this little guy, which will give us video. There is HDMI. HDMI in. Let's go down to the second one. I need network on the 3rd. Okay, so we're gonna get network on all 3, and then I'm gonna actually go ahead and plug in the QSFP cables just to have them wired in there, because this update is gonna take a while. All right, and for this, we just want them all essentially daisy chained. So every node connects to every other node. This might be easier if I spread them out, actually. Oh, but then the 3rd one can't reach. Here, let's do this. Let's build a little pyramid. Where's the first one? This one goes in. Oh, upside down. And one more. Where do I put the box? Okay. Will this reach? Not from there. Let's move that over, and here we go. All right. Now every single one is connected to every other one. And let's get our other video set up. Come on. Put that back. I need, where'd that USB that only does power go? Here it is. This will work. I think this is mapped upside down, yeah. So let's switch it to, back out of this. HDMI is here. Come on, power. What happened? HDMI and power on. Yeah, this is off. I'm gonna go ahead and probably label these. This is gonna get real confusing real quick. Someone give me computer names. What should I name them? Kevin, you're getting 2 of these. Which one? What do you want them named? Are you still here? All right. Kevin, give me a name when YouTube catches up. And did this turn on? I feel heat. I did not see video come through. No signal. I feel the fan. It's on. Oh, there we go. Aha. So the first one is doing updates, so I'm gonna yank this cable out and give me a keyboard. Look, it makes a nice keyboard rest. Oh, come on. Is it not plugged in all the way? I don't need a mouse. I promise you, I don't need a mouse. Ugh. Why? Why do you make me have a mouse? Jarvis and Ultron. All right. I think I was super boring on mine. I think I just named it Spark. But now that I have a second one, I might need to name it Sparky. Jarvis is going to be number 1. I am going through the MCU with my son right now, and so names are very... bird species, but I only know like 2 birds, so that would be difficult for me. All right, Jarvis, Ultron, and I'm going to name mine Sparky. Sparky specifically from the dog, from, what's it called? Frankenweenie. So, still a movie reference. For anyone that gets it. Is my mouse connected? Yes. My mouse is connected. Why don't you continue? Ah! That's frustrating. It's plugged in. Restart. What? Don't be stupid. Restart it. All right, Jarvis is down here. It's the one. It is still doing an update. I'm still watching the screen on my computer. Kevin, you can relabel these because I'm not going to be perfect on my centering or... Ultron will be number 2 on top here. And Sparky number 3. Okay, where did my video go? I have a keyboard and mouse plugged in. Don't complain, Ultron. If it's not doing, if it's not downloading this update via the wired network, I'm gonna be upset. What are sea names? Is sea names like the oceans, like seas of the world? It seems like you would run out of servers. Am I thinking of that wrong? All right, there goes the boot. I have a mouse in. Come on. Okay, wait. Let's steal this. Why don't you like my mouse? I'm literally moving the mouse. Now it works. It doesn't like something about this mouse. Okay, whatever. Continue. I'm going to do Dvorak because I will not be able to type anything. Go. Continue. Okay. Not typing my password on there, yo. Ha. Okay. No. This monitor's so tiny. But honestly, buy one of these, I don't even know what it's called. It's a 7-inch. It was like for a Raspberry Pi. But it's so useful over here just because it has VGA and HDMI. I actually have a mount like above my desk here that I usually use it on, but randomly I just throw in something. All right, there's the second update. Is the first one done? A small company. Okay, there you go. Mediterranean's your most powerful server. Nice. You could do lakes too if you, but then it's just hard. We at Disney Animation, we would name all of the machines we bought based on the whatever the current production was. And so for like Moana, it was all like Pacific Islanders, like Pacific Islands. And I still remember when I started, Frozen had just wrapped and I got an old Frozen machine, but they were all Nordic names that no one could spell or pronounce. And it was really difficult. I'm just gonna say, like, it was really hard to say, okay, yeah, what's your machine name? You're like, let me just spell it for you every time. It's fun. Okay, so I don't need these anymore because obviously this mouse doesn't work anyway. So let's start up the third one. And oops, yeah, over here. Okay. Oh, it's already at welcome. Let's get started. Okay, the first machine's rebooting right now. Let me switch back to this. I just plugged this into the third machine. The first one was going down. This is the, what? Why'd you? Oh wait, I didn't change my HDMI. I changed the wrong HDMI. Hold on. I changed the monitor HDMI, not the KVM HDMI. Okay. Now, there we go. Where is Dvorak? There it is. Except, does this type correctly? Yes. All right, now we're getting the update on the third one. Oh, I'm missing up. Oh man, there's a bunch of comments. What is it? So 4-piece KVM. Let me switch. Let me show you what I did actually. There's camera. So I have one of these bad boys. It's a Raritan 8-port KVM that I've had for a little while now, and I've used it for various things because I was upgrading from a 4-port KVM and I liked it for a while. It is really loud because it's server grade hardware, and it only lets you have one KVM window open at a time. So it's super annoying to try to use this when I'm trying to manage multiple machines. I know some of the newer ones don't do that, but in general, just like the software on here was so much worse than a Jet KVM. So I'm actually I'm gonna sell this. Anyone interested in an 8-port Raritan? Because I don't need it anymore. I ended up buying, I think I got 6 small KVMs. I have, the cool thing about them is they have these pigtail that run over Ethernet cable. You have to run it direct, which doesn't work for me because some of my hardware is in my house, which is disconnected from here. But it does give you HDMI, HDMI video, USB, KVM, and then like a, works for like ISO mounting and stuff like that. So I used it for, I don't know, year and a half or so, and then I moved to the small things only because I can decentralize them. I don't want them all in one spot. These aren't going to stay here on my desk. Kevin in chat here is getting 2 of them in a couple months, and then the other one will go inside my house where I have another Jet KVM. So yeah, so no rack on these. They're just going to be stacked, sitting there roughly like they are, but I'll have 2 of them here. Okay, let me switch back to this piece. There we go. I'm already almost out of Dr. Pepper. Let's see how the first one's doing because it already rebooted. And and we will steal the video. If I would have thought ahead on this, I would have got at least 2 of the KVMs available. I don't know where my second one is. I'm trying to see. I think I have one up here, but I got 2 in the house. Okay, so this is still rebooting. This is after the first update. I guess that's going to take a while too. But we should have all the networking available. QSC, the ConnectX-7 is all connected and everything should have networking. Let's go find, there's a Spark clustering. And we're gonna do this on Ubuntu for the initial setup, just to make it all work. I need some space. I got trash all down here now. And there was a, I don't know if this is the one. There was one that was if you have more than 2. What is NVIDIA Sync? I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's from... Okay, so it's like something you install. But why does it do it for Tailscale? Huh. I don't know, maybe something to look at later. This. For node. On the wireless network list page, it looks like there was a timeout in the lower left corner. Oh, did you see that on the... Oh, I don't know what this is doing. Maybe I should watch it. I don't know if it looks like it's just rebooting at this screen. I'm assuming the other 2 are still doing their updates. But let's see if it goes any further. This might be the firmware update page. I'm not sure. See if I can sit for a minute. Come on, Progress Bar. You can do it. The most exciting live stream on YouTube right now. NVIDIA Progress Bar. If I could jump to all 3 of them, maybe we'd have 3 progress bars and we could race them. I don't think that's available. Load faster. Does anyone have these, the Comet, the GL KVM Comet line? This is the Pro. I don't like it as much as the Jet KVMs. I know they're all like roughly based on the same sort of thing. If I look at, here's my other Spark. This is a Jet KVM interface, and the main thing that I love on the Jet KVM is the fact that it gives me a virtual keyboard button right here so I can hit Control-Delete, because that's just a very common thing that I have to do. And on the Comet boxes, I think you have to go to Settings. Oh, where is it? It was buried somewhere. Oh, here you go. Is that it? Yeah. So it's toolbox. I guess it's close enough. I feel like there was another place I had to do it before. Maybe I'm just complaining because I'm used to the other one. But it is something I am frequently doing on my machines. Where was the 3-node guide? I know I saw it recently. This is the 2-node guide. Which model do I plan? Boy, that's I'm gonna try a couple of them hopefully. I just set up, what was it called? I don't have it fully configured yet. There was a, what's it called? Pulsus, this thing. This will cache models for me, which I'm very much need because some of these models are huge, and so I can cache it on my Synology. I got this hopefully mostly set up yesterday. I haven't tested it yet, but my general plan is one of these runs Qwen 3.6 22B, which is like the common one that a lot of people do. A lot of people also do the DeepSeek 4 Flash, I think is the other one that runs well on these. And then there's, what's the Dark Star? What's it called? I'll show you how I remember and find things. Is I star things on GitHub, and so you can go find your stars, and you can actually make lists. If you didn't know, GitHub has lists, and I think I'm the only person that uses them. So I make a list and I just add it all to that list. The thing I wish that you could do is I wish you could resort these somehow, because I think they're by star, like the date you star them or something, or maybe they're oldest. I think it's oldest to newest. So I have to like, yeah, this is the one I starred yesterday or something like that. Yeah, Uku, there you are. See, I starred yours. It's in here. Oh, that's a good starting spot too. There was not that. DS4, here it is. No, is that it? Yeah. What do you call this? He gave this a name, didn't he? Dwarf Star, that's what it's called. Dwarf Star, okay. So this is meant for running DeepSeek on a like very specific hardware. It's not only gonna be DeepSeek, but he supports the Max and any like 128 gig device. So I've run this before, it's fine. Excuse me. It's basically DeepSeek 4 Flash that he just like fits it in here. Yeah, thanks. I got to Dwarf Star right once I saw the comment. This is another one. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is. But this is, again, it's single node is usually where a lot of people are where they kind of fit. Dual nodes will fit up to like a 122 billion parameter, which is great. The Kimi K3, I think, has a model that fits, a quantized model that fits on 3 Sparks. That was my initial targets. I think there might be a Mini Max as well. Sorry, I'm not even reading the comments now. Let's see. Oh, let's go back to this. Is this still, okay, this came up. My wireless connection did fail, or at least says it did. I have 4 wired connections. Those are all disconnected. Those are all the QSFP ports. But this should let me log in. I don't have, oh geez, can't freaking type. It's in, wait, can I add a keyboard layout here? Oh gosh, give me GNOME, not Ubuntu. I don't think I can add a... I don't have amazing Wi-Fi signal out in my garage anymore. I used to have better signal, but... Is that it? Is that it? I think I did it. Yes, okay. I can't type on QWERTY. Let's get the settings. Regional and language, I think. That's pretty small. Let's see. It's not under keyboard layout. It is. Never mind. United States, Dvorak, and remove. Okay. Now we should be able to type. Get away optional. All right. Let me go back to comments here. Oh, good. Someone else uses lists. I'm glad I'm not the only one because I feel like I never see it. 2.1 thousand repository stars. I might have you beat, actually. Does it actually say how many stars I have? 4.8. 4.8 thousand. Yeah, I've been doing this for a bit. When they announced lists, I was like, this is great, but you can see that like most of them have, you know, not very much. Maybe 100 something, 180 on Kubernetes, right? But there's thousands and thousands before lists were invented. On 3, I can run GLM 5.2. That was another one I was looking at. Special version of ZC Splash 1 for Spark is based on, okay. Yeah, so Minimax Kimchi, not Kimchi. What's it called? Kimi, that's the word. Kimi K2 or 3. Quen 3.8 comes out in a couple weeks, I think, maybe a week or two. I know it's in their service now, in GLM. So there's a bunch of like these larger models in the 120-ish range. 120 range will fit on 2. So I'm looking at something like high, like 180, 200, if there are 200 billion parameter models. I want to be able to keep at least some context on it. So that's the general idea. This is up, and why is the network not working? Whoa. It connected. Oh, I guess the other box is connected. Whoa, look at that. 200 gig. 200 gig network. Where is the other? Realtek Ethernet. It says cable unplugged. That would be my standard. Is this switch off? Oh, look at that. I don't have lights for it. Why don't I have lights? Maybe this cable's bad? Let me switch cables. It says the Realtek's off. That's why it would have had to join Wi-Fi also. Okay. Let's see. Hey, I got light on that now. Let's see if Realtek shows up. Hey, connected. There we go. We got standard gigabit connection. And it looks like some of these other cables are up, so it probably, let's plug into the second one and see what it's doing. I'm on a live stream. HDMI signal. Maybe it's rebooting. The comment says it has no signal on the screen too, so I'm guessing it's in the middle of a reboot. There it goes. It's back. Let's see. Yep, there it is. All right. I saw a message somewhere in here, somewhere back in chat about what model runner? Yeah, there it is. Llama CPP or something else. Can I not click on these to highlight them? I guess not. I'm used to StreamYard where you just click on a message and it pops up on your screen. So I'm usually use VLLM just because that's what I'm mostly familiar with. I don't really have a strong preference except for I don't tend to use Ollama anymore. Ollama just like is a general like local runner sometimes, but even then I have wrappers for VLLM that make it just as easy. I don't have KVM though. What happened to my mouse? KVM shows up on there now. Yep, there we go. Did I do these? I think I did them with Dvorak, right? Yeah, okay. They've been installed. Oh, there's a firmware controller update. Restart. Okay. So run on 3 Sparks. So I gotta get passwordless sudo set up, or passwordless SSH, probably sudo as well. And I can run through this to verify, okay. So like I said, I have this up. I don't know if it actually works yet. I can probably double check. Is that right? Nope. Let's let Claude work on that while I... So I have a... yes. He uses Postgres? What? That seems ridiculous, but okay. You know, everything's a little ridiculous. Did it already do the update? These connections are probably still failing because of the QSFP coming and going. The Realtek on this one shows that it's disconnected too. What? No, now it's connected. I'm just going to restart it anyway because I want to get out of Ubuntu UI. Man, this is going to be really tough without another KVM. Let me see, at least 2 of them. Well, no, let me set up SSH and then I won't need this anymore. First one should be up. Actually, let's go back to that. I don't even know what my IP addresses are. Okay. Did I switch it? I switched it, right? Yeah, okay. No, don't disable. 3.34. Text. This was Jarvis. Ultron. And Sparky. Sparky. Okay. Let's, oh, that's not what I want. Jarvis. I don't know if y'all can read this. It's pretty small, isn't it? Oh. There you go. Might be a little bit better. Okay. Is that what it is on Ubuntu? Man, I always forget. Nope. Ahmed, yeah, cool. That's like the eventual goal is actually to run Talos on them, so it'll be on a Kubernetes cluster anyway. So I'm not too worried about it after the initial setup. I'm mostly doing this to get the machines up to date as far as firmware goes, and then also get them. I want to benchmark get a foundation on a couple models. It's just SSH. Okay. What? Wait, can I? What did I say this as? I don't actually. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. Off. One 334. Oh, all right. Already running. Not to. Copy ID. And I need to know what the next one is. So this is already ready to go. Still getting all sorts of fun failures. I think just because I'm assuming one of the machines is still disconnecting and rebooting. We'll see. Let's go back to the second one. Oh, actually, let me take a wild guess here and say it's 35. It's not. Ah, my guess was wrong. Okay. Oh, it's what do I want? Oh, I should have made a checklist for myself because now I don't forget, or I don't remember where I'm at with firmware updates. Updates. Wait, let's first look at, turn off that. Oh, that's wrong. 32, 3.32. One sec. 32. Yes. Okay. All right, that one's done. Let's see if we have a what's the, I always forget the commands. Get updates. And it's just like, okay. Yes. Yes. Banned? What the heck does that mean? Abuse detected? What? Server rejected report. Okay. Then don't update it or upload it. Just do an update. No. Yes. Declined upload. Yeah, I know. How do I... I can just do an update. Yes, there we go. So what did I say? This is... Oh, I didn't rename it yet. I gotta do that still. Okay, so this one did already get the update. It didn't get the host name though. Sudo let's see. I'm still rebooting. I need the IP address from the third one, from Sparky. All right, it should be, yep. Single benchmark running Qwen 3 coder. I ran Qwen 3 coder for a little while and I didn't like it as much as Qwen 3.6. But 43.4 tokens a second's pretty dang good on a single box for sure. Reject. Turn off Wi-Fi. It's weird when I hit my Windows key on my main box, it passes it through as well. IPA is my Realtek down? This one? Yeah, Realtek's disconnected. It says it's connected there. All three plugs have lights on them. I'm going to assume that's going to get a network address. There you go, 33. Okay, 33. Sparky. Update manager. Update. This one apparently already got it. Updates. No. So yeah, I guess when I want to get updates. Devices that have been updated successfully. Okay. Let's do that. Reboot to get the host name change. So I got 32, 33, and 34. Let's see. I don't know what you're doing. What are you're trying to find the tags for that? Yeah. I never remember my the command to give myself sudo access without a password. So I have an alias called sudo me, which I wait. Why? See, this one still doesn't have a host name either. Why? Why is that? Which box am I on? I'm on 32, which should be Ultron. Now it's there. Okay. Let's give myself sudo access. And I also have a Docker me. That's just user. That's right. That's just the Docker group. I never remember those. See, permission denied. So let's see if we get the host name on the reboot. 32 should be Ultron. Oh, this crop on. I have this streaming to vertical video, and it's garbage. I don't know how to. Oh, I guess I can't. I can't change the crop after the stream has started. That's unfortunate. If you're watching on the vertical video, I'm sorry. It's my Tmux split. Um, 33 should be Sparky. I swear I already did this. Give myself Docker access. Give myself sudo access. Oh, we got the right host name. Sparky. Okay. Right host name. Docker works without sudo. And SSH is added. Good for one. I'm going to open a new pane here. Sucks. Let's do 2. What, this one also. Which one's 2? 2 is Ultron. Why is that not working? 33. That one works, and that's Sparky. And 34 should be Jarvis. Jarvis works. It's just you. All right. We are almost to here. How'd you do? What are we doing? Okay. Let Flux handle that. Oh, that's why. There we go. Let's see when that goes. All right. 32 back up. There we go. Still no host name. What the heck? What am I doing wrong? It's just bothering me now. A git push is a British person bullying someone. Good job. Which one is this? This is Sparky, Jarvis, Ultron. Wait. Is it a set host name? No, git or set. Ultron. Is it still in there? Yeah, okay. Better come up. I know, I hate hostname control. It's just so much typing. But I thought hostname still wrapped it. I'm just gonna, from now on, I'm just editing files. I'm just gonna go back and, you know what? I know where this file exists. Let me add it. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do the work up here on Ultron. Run on 3 Sparks. If you want, to run everything on node 1, the launcher, passing each node management IP to the address. Is this the IP address of the, it's got to be the main IP address. Like the system, the SSH IP, not one of the other ones. Node 2 and 3. Is this going to need? I'm on 2. I don't need a password. It's passwordless? Oh, wait. Let's see if it works. Run all gather test across all 3 nodes. Okay. Topology ring. But I need to add the first one too. All right. And this does, I already did that, and it said it does 2 through 5, right? Yeah, steps 2 through 5. Oh, so it's gonna build, is it actually gonna clone it? Yeah. Large buffer size. Yeah, it's gonna, this is all node, is it not doing it in, is it doing it in sequence? Is it gonna do each one? This is all node 1. It just frightens me how, like this is just a bash script. What is it? What's even in it? Do I want to look what's in it? I don't think I do. Oops. 32. Let's see what we're even doing. Prereqs build. So I bet it's going to have a for loop here that just does each. Why isn't it do? Oh no, that's the launch. That's my next one. Yeah, it's just waiting. It's going to do each one in sequence. Cool. Oh, now they're both crashed. Sweet. That didn't work. Thanks, Claude. When we're doing a git status, where's your... also doesn't exist. Yeah. I'm gonna go do this manually. Let's see, docs. Let's look here. See what's released. And I bet that's the container image. Packages. Do they not have any published? That's my guess. They don't have any published. So Claude's gonna sit there for a while trying to, where's deploy charts. Point with a token. Huh. Where is, wait, chart, image, here. But, so can I pull that? I bet they took it down. I bet it doesn't exist. Wait, don't do anything yet. Yeah. Images aren't public. Okay. Build succeeded on node 1. So go to node 2. Host key. Didn't you ignore it? Yes. Oh, I don't have... I don't have it from each node. What do I need? Why did this one work? I just have authorized keys. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's a known host. Okay. Let's. What's the forward? I never remember the flag. This is why agent forward -T. Yeah, so I always set it in my config anyway. So if I do this, what are you doing? Is that only doing? How do I add? Keys are there. Hold on a sec. Just edit my SSH config. That one's Ultron. Now I can do my name too. I'll have to set up static addresses for this later. So now let's do. Okay, and now we should be able to 33 Sparky. Yep, and 34. Yep, okay. It already built. Will it find it already built? Probably not. Incorrect password attempt. Wait. I got a better idea. Take that. You can't SSH yourself? Ugh. Why can't I set it up locally? It says it's doing it in parallel. What am I doing wrong? Where is this? No, I don't need a... It's not required. Just do it. Right? Oh, it is required. What? I didn't do it over here. I hate when it's right. See, I never remember it. Okay. Now it won't be required. Okay, so that's why it failed. Does Docker work? Nope. I didn't do that either. User mod AG. This will need to log out, log back in. There we go. All right. So we're gonna build that for the other one. Is that really loud with this mic too? Is my keyboard like super loud? I know on my shirt it's not nearly as prominent, but I don't know what it's like with this mic. Totally fair. I'm usually just me out here in the garage with the without anyone worried about noise. Okay. Where'd we end up? This I don't think pushed. They don't publish any images. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? Open issue. Bug. Where did that go? Was it crane? I think it's just, wait, I bet it's crane. Crane list. Valid repository. Sweet. Okay. Let me open this bug first. Docker run. Doesn't matter. Create. Okay. Let's see if we can. Oh. No. One or more nodes failed. Node 2 build succeeded. I think we had a node 1 success in the first run, so I'm gonna pretend it's working and we will test it. What is the other script? Launch, and that goes against all three, right? Yeah. Topology ring, that's what I want. And then go. Authorization required, but no authorization protocol specified. Could not access or execute. That doesn't exist, right? There's no, that folder doesn't exist. Because I should have a NACL test Nickel, whatever. Oh, this one has it. Wait, do I have these backwards? I must have the notes backwards. Let's see. 33. That's what I did. Okay. So this one is 34. Sparky's 34. Failed. What? And this one has the tests. The other one doesn't. So let's try that again. No, it doesn't. I just removed it. What am I? I'm sure this one is 34 because Sparky's 34. 33. What did I? What? This is 34. Jarvis is 34? Yeah, that's how I wrote down. Okay. I'm not crazy. There it goes. This one should have, and something, is it builds? Yeah, okay, there's the binaries. I'll let that go. Where is this? So I don't have a cache. I'm waiting for that to build so I can test this. As soon as that's available, I think at that point I can run a model. I believe. Run on 3 sparks. This is the guide I was looking for earlier. They're running, I think they call it DGX OS. Not hosting OS release. Oh, it's just Ubuntu. Never mind. I thought they had originally when they shipped these before release, they had something called DGX OS, which was just a variant of Ubuntu. I know recently they did something to partner with Ubuntu to make sure it worked out of the box. So yeah, it's Ubuntu with a little extra drivers and stuff in it. Create an NVIDIA user and sudo group. Set a password, switch to the NVIDIA user. Physical, hardware, node 1, port 01, yep. Node 1, port 0, node Oh, so there, I actually have to, I may not have this exactly right. Port 0's got to be the one on the left. I'm just gonna hope that. So node 1, which one's node 1 now? Ultron is node 1. Honestly, now I have to make sure that I have the labels on the machines correct. So 3.2. You fell asleep, didn't you? Who am I plugged into? Three three. So 3.3 is Sparky. That should be Sparky. I'm almost positive this is labeled wrong now. Oh no, that's right. Okay, that's labeled Sparky, and that is actually the physical machine Sparky. As long as Ultron's right, then the other one has to be right. Ultron would be 3.2. Wake up. I gotta play some System of a Down. Wake up. Why are you not waking up? It says I got video. Settings. How do I get the keyboard up? Is there, I know there's a, oh, it says my mouse is inactive. Show me the keyboard. What? $332. Control delete. Which one's gonna go down? Oh, yeah, Spark. That's correct. Ultron went down. I don't know why it won't show me video here, but that is correctly labeled. Okay, so at least I know the physical labels are correct. Node 1 is going to be Ultron, only because he has a lower IP. It, he, she, I don't know, Sparky. Port 0 to node 2 on port 1. And node 2 is Sparky. So Ultron, port 0 to node 2, port 1. I gotta switch that. Okay. Node 2, which is Sparky, port 0 to node 3, port 1. That is correct on, okay, on Jarvis. And then Jarvis should be node 3, port 0 to node 1, port 1. Port 0, node 1, port 1. Yep, okay. Those are configured properly now. Let's get back onto Ultron. Oh, did I? Oh, shoot. Was it still building? Oh, I bet it was building. What did I do? Oh, I SCP'd it to that file. Okay. Guessing it's doing a actual bandwidth test. Do I have a build X? Yeah. On all nodes. Port 1, ROCE. Should they be identical? Test failure. Oh. Oh, did me listing it with that other command break it? I just gotta learn to leave things alone. Don't touch it. Let me go down this and read. What is this the... So it wants me to make a user. I'm assuming they have a hard-coded NVIDIA user in here, so I probably have to. Automatic IP assigned with scripts. Verify multi-node communication. Run the bandwidth test, which I'm assuming is what I'm doing right now. Wait, does it do... Is this the setup script that I already have? No, this is a Spark cluster setup. Okay, so I can specify user here. Password. I have a hard time believing that a company as big and worth as much money as NVIDIA is like, here's a bunch of bash scripts you can run. Like, that's crazy to me that that's just the, like that's the industry standard right now. Oh, why is my camera out of focus? I have a brand new camera coming today. This camera is a bit old. I guess, I mean, I bought it in 2020 but it was already, it's a ZV-1, which it was probably 4 or 5 years old at the time. I got the new version of the Sony coming today, which should hopefully stop this focus problem. You can skip the rest of the setup instructions in this playbook. If you use the script setup below, manual. But isn't this already what I did? These look like two scripts that do the same thing. That failed. All right, let's try this again. I'm just going to go with what they got. Oh, what's the... I have a shortcut key for sync. What's my sync? It's been a while since I had to. Sync my panes, set W, synchronize panes. On. Okay. Automate all the stuff. I always control shift copy on those. No, 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 no. Copy, paste. All look fine. I mean, this is literally what I did. Why do I have to do it again? Who's gonna win? Jarvis or Ultron's gonna win. 99%. Yep. The get clone race. Geez, Sparky, why are you so slow? Multi-spark CD in there. There's a JSON file. Is it? Do I create under the config directory? Config ring. Oh. Oops. .1.3.32. Oops. .3.34. 33. Okay. I don't think I need this on all the boxes, but I did it anyway. Run the cluster setup script with your JSON config. All steps, JSON config file, run setup. Off. Can I SSH? I don't think I can. Oh, that's not even the right IP. Apparently I can. Okay, never mind then. Bash, and then run setup. Ring. Setup 2 words, 1 word. There's 1 word. On 32, checking other nodes. Oh, it's going to be under the NVIDIA user, so I guess it's not going to be there anyway. Running network setup scripts. And I want the NACL test. Am I the only one that says NACL? Other people say nickel? I know I think that's the proper way that they say it. I don't know why. We're almost 2 hours in. Hopefully we get a actual model sometime soon. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Checking IP. Cluster connectivity completed successfully. Generating keys. they, I mean, I guess they have manual steps, but like this feels like back in the day of the cube up scripts where they need a clustered VLLM the hard way. I already built Knackle on all the nodes. You say NCCL every time? That's so many syllables, man. I mean, it is all in caps. That's gonna be my like. If I was making a like parody of, you know, I'd be like, open the door, NCCL. I want someone to make a badge. Someone make an NCCL badge. You don't talk to others. I mean, I guess I'm talking to a lot of people right now. What are 9 of you doing here? Is there anything specific anyone came to see? Let me just throw that out there. If you have something that you wanted me to try on these, I'm gonna run the test next, and I think after the test, hopefully I can actually manually run a VLLM and see it work. Connecting 2 Sparks. There's a... What is VLM? What is that one? And how are you doing over here? You're not doing anything, are you? Waiting for me. Will I leave the live stream up? I think it's configured to stay up. I don't know for sure. If it's not up, I think I can make it up again. I honestly, it's been a minute since I did it directly in YouTube's interface, so I don't know. I know with StreamYard you can set it to stay up. Oh, VLM is vision. Thank you. So yeah, so I'll figure out if I can leave it up somehow. I am gonna make another like proper video that you don't have to watch 2 hours of me sitting here swearing at bash scripts if you don't want to, but that's going to be on the Sidero Labs account. So I'm going to be doing this. I'm setting this up so I can see the speeds, tokens, and stuff on Ubuntu with what's defaults, especially with a large model, and then I'm setting up again with Talos, and that'll be on the Sidero channel. And so the main reason for like setting all this up is I have 5 or 6 conferences this fall, and we have a couple booths, so I'm bringing a couple of them with me to kind of show off how they work. I have a talk in 3 weeks at Tailscale Up, which is based on their gateway, their AI gateway. So it's like running, I mean, it's not just for self-hosted models, but it also does self-hosted models. So that's kind of the, like, I want to set up now. That demo will show off how their gateway works with a local model. I'm not bringing the devices, I'm just doing it on my tailnets. And then I'll be at Edge Case in Amsterdam in September. And so I'll have a couple of them with me. We have a booth there. So it's showing off what some of the local models can do. Not with Bash. Hopefully I'm setting all this stuff up and doing it with, not hopefully, I am doing it all with Kubernetes and Talos. So I already know how to do it on a single node. It's just the networking side of things that I'm not familiar with that I want to get set up for the rest of it. So, but yeah, I'm doing it on this stream on my channel because it's not doing it with Talos, and it's just more of a chat than anything. So, yeah. But the rest of it will be on the Sidero Labs account. Yeah, there's our... Oh, see, it's doing that all gather perf. That was the perf test from before. It's finally running that piece. This script got it right. Although this says it's... Yeah. Where is it? Right here. there's a net top. Oh, it's probably not installed, huh? I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna break it. Leave it alone. Okay, so let me go back into here. These will be all connected. I'll get this last test running. Let me find. Well, let's go back to this one actually. Is this the Docker one? Yeah, single or multi-node. Benchmarking. Okay, but I need to run it first. Let's find, you know what would work? Actually, I'm really curious. Llama Fit. That's not it. This one. Llama, LLM Fit. This one, I wonder if it'll auto-detect the multi-node architecture. That would be really cool. Is there a Docker version of it? Yes. What does this do? Prints the JSON. Let's do the TUI. Three gigs? That seems, yeah, less than expected. I'd say so. What? 3 gigs? Where is my validation step? It's not, so it's definitely not using the ConnectX-7. Oh gosh. Wait. We have a help? No. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Fee? Checking link speed. N is the bandwidth test. Found the interfaces. No, don't do that again. You just did that. Don't redo the whole thing. Just run the test. Oh. Hey, good news is, whoa, don't Google, shut up. I haven't blown a circuit yet. So that's at least nice. I'm gonna turn these lights off though. Too much light in here for me. Why does it have to rebuild? It's already installed. Check if it's installed once. Let's go back to, I don't know how, well no, I was gonna look up LLM Fit. I wanna see if it actually detects the other nodes. But I'm gonna switch to my user. I don't have to sudo my Docker. Let's see here. Oh, see, yeah, it doesn't. Okay. I wonder if there's a way. Yeah, it's gonna give me a bunch of smaller models. Just, what? That's a really small model. DeepSeek R1. What is this? tool used, show the tools, so perfect. Search. Yeah, I don't see any way to like tell it I have multiple nodes. Alex has been pretty responsive on it, so I might. Yeah. Let's multi-node. Detect multiple GPUs. What's Spark run? What the heck is this? Does it, and this has tensor parallelism. But how does it know update channels, multi-node tensor parallelism, automatic detection? What's it using under the hood? That's running the same thing again. So, well, I mean, I guess first thing I need to do is solve this slow network connection. I'm assuming this is going to come back and say it has 3 gigs of bandwidth again. And that's definitely not correct. So I'll have to solve that problem first. Oh. We got this going. If this fails, we might just do IRR. Sorry, I just saw chat. I don't know what that is. IRR. UVX? Is this it's just called UV, right? Is it Python UV? Quick start. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Let's just source it. I can read. Where we're at? We're still at 3 gigs. Okay. So something isn't working there. That's running now. Perfect. This machine's a Spark. Scanning subnet, found 4 peers. There are CX7 addresses enter management IPs below. Enter host IPs. Oh yeah, okay. 32. Give me a name, someone. What do we want to name this cluster? I have no idea. What host am I on? I'm on Sparky. Let's go Herb. Where's that herb? Yeah. Tried to. What? Authentication failed. Oh. This isn't the this is the main node. Sure. Sure, go ahead. We get more keys. Everyone gets a key. Sure, whatever. Not reachable from control. Oh, normal for InfiniBand. Host keys for 15 IPs. All right, yeah, let's go. This whole block, everyone needs a host key. You all get it. Parties giving out host keys? Okay. I still need to fix. I'm assuming I still need to fix my speed on this. Let's get good old-fashioned Claude on here. Yes. Yes, please do. Ring. What is this tool called? Spark Run? What is Spark Arena? I don't know any of this. Official. Automated mirror. The thing that is terrible about this is like never going to be able to replicate this. Like it's going to be so hard just to make this break in the same way. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, come on. Why is my paste not working? Something's broken. Oh. Nope. Why can't I paste? Do I not have a paste? To yourself? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I know, you already did that. What? What? remeshing SSH after IP changes. Okay, sure, you do you. Why does copy get that? All right. Let's see if this actually works before we go down that route. Where did my... Sure, it's already on there. Let's go ahead. Yeah, that's what I thought. Generates so Docker can access the GPUs. Is that not configured by default on these? Docker comes pre-installed, but it's not configured that way? Wait a minute. That's ridiculous to me. What? I can't type a dash. Dash. What the heck was going on? 1732. Sure. I mean, I like broad sudo on this. Early protection prevents this. Huh. What does that do? What's early What is this? This looks fancy. Huh. Didn't know about that one. Cluster herb, 3 hosts, set as defaults, configured. List. But how? There's a 35B. Ooh, here's a 122. How big is Minimax? What is, and I don't know what step fun is? I don't know that one. GPT OSS 120, that would fit on 2. Okay, where is, actually I'm going to star this for later. Linux. I also, for anyone else, I have a, I don't know what it is. It's some automation that it emails me all of the things I starred for the week on like Sunday night or Monday morning. It says, hey, by the way, here's the repos you starred last week. I've had that for years, and it's actually really nice because I'll just remember it. I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to look that up. So also cool. But how do I find the right model for my size? Recipes. Override host, recipe format, run. So if I do, I don't know how to, So I don't think LLM fit's going to work. This I probably want. But this is, I think this is a single system multi-GPU. So that's not going to work either way. If I look at this thing, what was this one? Not that one. DGX Spark playbooks. This is in official NVIDIA. That's not going to be good. That I got. This one. Is this the? No, it's the same one. DGX dashboard. Multi. No, that's not. I want multi-node. Oh, you know what? Let me run the. After Spark Fun or whatever it was ran the test. Oh, what is the? I was the NVIDIA user, wasn't I? No, it's tests. Is that it? This is the one. But where was I? What directory was I in? There you are. Multi-sparks through switch, assets, Spark cluster setup. And now I can run it. There we go. Let's see if we get faster speeds now that whatever this thing was, Spark Run. Keep wanting to say Spark Fun. Isn't that their, is that their org? Installation, update tutorials. Your first model, multi-node. Here, let's do this. Okay, update. Yeah. Not found. It's still building it. That's so annoying. If the estimate TP1 exceeds, so if I do, oh, okay, so show this. Cool, cool. What was the command for this? List. Three, 5. This? I can do FP8 here. What does A3B mean? Anyone? I don't remember what A3B. Does this work? Oops. And if I don't type it correctly. No. No. Oh, let's go back to whatever the quick start says. Did that, set it up, it runs. Can I just run a thing like this? Yes. Oh, I need a token. I need my token. Runtime VLM distributed. So it's automatically going to find that cluster using one of 3 hosts. Image. Mode is solo. Don't know what that, if it is going to be clustered. I mean, it's showing it's doing distributed runtime. VRAM estimation 3.17. Connection timed out. A3B active parameter per token. 3 billion. So what does the B stand for? 3 billion. Okay. 3 billion active parameters per token. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. You guys watch this. Make sure it works. I should have a network test up here, and a model that runs down here. We'll see. It's only, I think it's only running on one because it says, but it's running on the herb cluster. I'll be back. I'm gonna take this off because otherwise it's gonna disconnect anyway. Oh, what'd I miss? Did it work? No, 3 gig. Oh, where's my mic? Hold on. Sorry. Well, that was loud. Sorry. I saw the red spike. 3 gigs still. I don't know what's going on here. So we are going to use Claude to help troubleshoot that. Container image stale, distributing resource. I'm assuming that's just doing a poll, and it's probably large. 30, no. Did it say how big it was? Per GPU total. I don't know. Okay, so let's, oh sure, there you go. Now you're fetching files. Didn't I install it? Where did it go? Not advanced setup, getting started. Oh, because it installs locally for the user. I am colorblind, so I'm using that. No one look. I gotta authenticate. Don't look at me. Where's Chrome? I need the right profile on the right login. Unlock LastPass or 1Password. I still call it. I've been off LastPass for years. I still call it that because I used it for decades, almost. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, now. Copy this. One of the nodes is doing something. It's having fun. Okay. Yes. When I run Spark poster. That one. And the Whatever. Okay. HTTP server started. Let's Sparky. Can NVIDIA? I don't remember. Did I set up NVIDIA user to be able to go? Probably not. Oh, that's why I don't have 334. Okay. Spark run launches containers. So if it's in a container, but I don't, oh, this is Jarvis. Sparky. Not there either. It said this would, I'm on Sparky. Apparently not. I don't see a process using the GPU. There's no Spark. What is going on here? Benchmark. List available. Is there tune runtime crash? Yeah, what happened? I mean, this literally says if you hit Control C, it doesn't kill it. Hold on, someone I think is at my front door. I go grab it. It might be a package. A package I might need. Hold on. Oh, magnet. All right. Status log stopped. Oh, there's a status. Idle hosts, no runs on 127. Okay, so it is running the model. Weird that it doesn't show it in Docker. If you launch with modifying the recipe default past the same to the stop and logs. Browse and benchmark results. Compare models. No. Llama Benchy. View leaderboard. Concurrency. Okay, so each model I can run, I can cluster 3 nodes, but can I not run a model across 3 nodes? That's what I have not found yet. Let's see, I want cluster size. So yeah, single node, 2 node, 4 node. Let's do something with 8. I honestly don't care. And this is the top. 2 nodes, tests, 104 tests. What does this mean? Recipe. Oh, here we go. Did that copy it? What? Spark Arena. Oh, does that include this? I am confused. No, yeah, don't do that. Let's get a Hugging Face token on this. What's the, I think it's just HF token. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Cluster has insufficient free capacity for 2 nodes. Stop. This? Oh, is it in there? Yeah. Spark run, stop. Okay. Status, no containers. Run. This. That should be a 2 node cluster, right? Per host fit, there we go. VLM Ray node. FP8. Per GPU totals 43 gigs. How is that 80%? That's 80% of 1 node. All right, well, let's let it download. Let's see if we got this going anymore. I'm assuming this is going to be super slow if I only have 8 gigs of transfer between nodes. Okay, we're downloading. We're waiting. I wonder if so. I don't know how that. Why are these different? Like all three of these are the same model. Quen 3.5. Here's some Quen 3.6s. These are NVFP is the NVIDIA quantization thing, I think. I don't remember for sure. What does this mean? So what is that? Oh, that's their thing. Thanks. Yeah, I was pretty sure. Like I remember seeing people say that if you're running on NVIDIA, it's the better thing to use because it gives you a little more performance out of it. How to benchmark? Benchmark the model with Llama Benchy. Benchmark. Recipe generator. Huh. Oh, I select them down here. Okay, 2 node, 2 node. Let's just go with this one and Quen 3 coder. Load this. Ready to stream. What does this mean? Copied. Oh, what we got? Ports are fine. MTU set is not loaded. Because a stay. Let's get this. I'm on 32. It's Ultron. Is it on disk? Let's see. Ah, if I can. Where are the kernel modules in Ubuntu? User share kernel Linux 7. Let me see if this thing is up. Pulsys.jgar.net, I think is what I called it. Because it'd be super handy to be able to pull through a cache right now. What the heck is this doing? Oh, that was app image. I don't need you anymore. Here. Is it not? There it goes. Cluster IP. That's 50 gigs that I'm downloading on this guy. And I'm assuming it's gonna have to download that twice if it's not already downloading on the second machine. Unless it transfers it directly, that'd be nice. Please, Spark Run, do that for me. Where did my... Oh, it's HF, that's right. I assumed I wouldn't remember the endpoint, so I set up HF instead. Nope. Works. Oh, how do I onboard? Getting started. You run it, and I think you go to a certain endpoint to grab it. Grab a token. Version mismatch. Same directory. Yeah. Okay, because it's lib modules. Stale module. I should see why. You do it. We're still running here, 64 gigs. remember seeing it somewhere. It's a Pulsys token, and I have to set the endpoint. Yes, you can. Don't give me that. Wait, why are they? Whoa, that didn't work. Why are these different sizes? This one says it's 68 gigs, and this one says 72 gigs. Am I on the right box? That's, yeah, I am. I like how it does this. Give me the thing I would run. Nothing. Here we go, short answer. Only other thing has to be OADC? Okay. No, forget this. Break class. No, I don't care enough. Oh, wait for this thing to download. Am I downloading the same model on all three nodes? I believe yes. It doesn't split the model. You do have to download the full model. I know that for sure. You have to download the full model on all three nodes. Some of these tools will download it on the main machine and then sync it over the local network. So you're not downloading it from upstream 3 times. You'd be just downloading it once and distributing on the network. That's what I was hoping this was doing, but I don't know. I don't know if it's actually doing that. Oh, now what are you saying? I'm saying I can call. Let's see. Now I would assume that Claude is wrong here, because all these scripts that I've just run from NVIDIA would install the required packages. I would assume. I'm assuming Claude is just wrong. DGX dashboard. This makes me NVIDIA mod probe. Yeah, same things available. Which node? This has to be. These are Ultron. I should have labeled these panes. It was the wrong node. No. Hopefully, partial download will still. Well, that's right, because Jarvis, yeah. I mean, theoretically, I would have had to restart it anyway because I wasn't getting the right bandwidth. Let's let Claude finish here, and then I will restart that one too. Where was my Spark run? What was I doing? Which one? This one, right? I think it was that one. Wait, before I do that. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Claude, you're fine. Wait. That same video user. What was the kernel module? Wait now. Jarvis and it wasn't one of these. There's another one I'm missing. Looking for a solution like this for an AI lab for 20 students in a college lab. I mean, I guess it depends on what they're trying to do. With the, like, what are the students actually trying to run? A 4-node Spark cluster could run one quite large model, or a few small models. And if they're playing around with stuff, a few small models seems like a great option. If they're just like, hey, we just want to see how this model's different. That seems like the right choice to me for messing around with things. What? Oh, I was NVIDIA user. What the heck? Oh, now we're all messed up. Switch user, NVIDIA. Shoot. I lost all my history. No, there it is. There it is. Okay. Where was my mod probe? Let's see if this works now. Okay, that still fails. Let's. You have the funds for 14 to 16 NVIDIA Sparks. Is that what you mean? I mean, that's, I mean, they're roughly $5,000. So you got 70K-ish. If you have a data center, I wouldn't go with Sparks necessarily. And again, it depends on what are you trying to do. Are you, if this is we want students to be able to play with LLMs at the LLM layer, we just want some runtime, like we need a bunch of VRAM. If this is we want to train models or fine-tune models, that might be a different set of hardware. I'm trying to even think what I would recommend at, like, let's say you had because Sparks, you need the ConnectX-7 cards, then you need to link them all together. Purchase limitation of 5,000 per item. That's where it gets you a little bit in a tricky spot, because like I would try to scale as much VRAM in a single machine as you could. But again, if you're only trying to do inference, it's different than if you're trying to do training, because there's a handful of machines that'll give you. I guess they would give you more GPUs in a single node. That's kind of where I would look, is just try if you could like reduce the networking as much as possible and the disk duplication as much as possible. By putting more GPUs in a single node, you're going to have less things to link together. Right now, it's 128, and that's where I'm at. And so I have to link them 3 times. If I want to go to a 4th Spark node, I immediately need to buy a switch that can handle QSFP cables, 400 gig NIC or 200 gig NIC connections, and that's like another $1,000 on top of everything else, plus all those cables need to be longer. $5,000 per item. Man, that's tough. I mean, at 5,000 an item, like you could still get a switch in there. I don't know how much a 10-port switch is. It's probably gonna be like 10 grand. That's my guess. To handle more than 6 nodes, I'm assuming. So you're gonna have a limit no matter what on how many devices and how much VRAM you can have for a single model. But again, if you don't need to run the actual like largest GLM 5 terabyte parameter model, it's fine to have a couple Sparks together linked and give everyone 256 gigs of memory and say, here's your playground. That's kind of my thinking. How many students did you say? Just 20 students. You can give 2 students. You can't quite give. You can give 2 students their own 2 nodes. Intro courses to AAS? What's AAS? View. This doesn't seem right. OFED. I mean, if I went to a community, I took classes at community college. If I took a class that gave me access to a 2-node Spark cluster, I'd be super happy. That avoids the need for a switch, and all you need is a Spark and a QSFP cable, which puts you per item around. I mean, they're $5,000 a piece, like already, unless you're buying in bulk. So yeah, you could, even if you got, but the cables are $200 a piece. But 20 students, if you paired them together, that gives you, you can't get one node per student. Yeah, so I guess it depends on what they actually are trying to. Quen, like some of the FP8 models run fine on a single Spark. You don't need to cluster anything. You just get an endpoint. A 3090. I don't know how much RAM is on a 3090. Wait, let me go back to. Those are all the verbs. No, shut up, Claude. This is so wrong. Why is this not working? And this is the point where I probably have to do the manual steps. Let's get back to blueprints. No. No script. Let's go back to this. Manual IP. Let's get out of NVIDIA. So Spark runs setting this up for me. DHCP false. No. Does it do the same thing? Who knows? 68145 123 0123 is what we're doing here. It's supposed to be what? It is, okay. 600 sudo netplan apply on node 2, doing the same thing, but we're moving the IPs 4301, so we're just rotating them down too. Synchronize planes on. So are they all rotated? 5432, 5410, 3210. Why is only one of them have 5 and oh no, this has 5-4. and it's ENP. Why is that capital? Why is this one capital? What is that really? That doesn't make any sense to me. On all nodes, run the following command to find the IP address. Take note of them for the next step. One, 2, 5, 0F. Oh, this is F1, P1. F1, P1 is 2, 2. Yeah, 2, 1. F1, P1 is 0, 1. And 4, 2. Enable passwordless sudo. Verify multi-node communication, run the tests. What? That was just to get the IP address. Which node had Spark run on it? Sparky did, right? Spark. Oh, shoot. Gotta export my Hugging Face token again. So the fact that why is it picking that? No, because that's the management interface. That should be fine. This is where I'm worried. Distributing resources. Connect a host. Connection timed out. So SSH isn't listening on the other interfaces. SSH message appears, reachable over SSH. Set up. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still on. Need help? That's the management interface. Set up SSH mesh. Oh, if I can't get this going, I'm stumped. I have to go do some more research. Those are all reachable. Not reachable Y. 4 and 5. This is Ultron. I don't know which node is those IP addresses. Yes. Oh, 4 and 5 would be the other machine that it doesn't have, this node doesn't have those interfaces on it, right? Not reachable. Oh, now there's 2 that aren't reachable. There was 4. Huh. I just unplugged all of the cables and plugged them back in. Well, I unplugged all the cables that are plugged into Ultron. Normal for IB. But if I scroll up here, it was 42525141. And now it's just 5141. Yes. Yes, we already did this. Is early a service? Okay, let me try that one more time and unplug this network cable. It's the only one I didn't unplug before. On both nodes. Okay. Six, 7. Because after I unplugged them the last time, where'd it go? These, 4 and 5. All hosts configured. So if I go back to Ultron and I switch user to, nope, still. Spark. That's it. Is my ring? Is that IP address correct? Probably. Probably, right? What? Come on. Found the interfaces. Why are you updating app every freaking time? No, don't build it. Please. Is there another way? I mean, I guess I could just do like do like iPerf 3 or something. Connecting 7 port. No. Trying to see if I can just run iPerf against it and get something similar. Yeah, the other tests I'm seeing are like 30 something gigs on the performance. There's the other command. What was happening to 4 network interface? Pair of PCI Gen 5. And there's our actual test. 100 gig max. NVIDIA perf test tool. That's what this is. I'm guessing. When you have 5, I'm trying to read through this serve the home post on it. That if you use 2 ports, our advice would be to think of them as 2 100 gig links instead of 2 200 gig links. Five GB10s each with 4 ConnectX-7 interfaces, because each port is 2 interfaces. So this is because this is Gen 5, I thought. And you end up running 2 links in one Gen 5 4X link. It gives you roughly 100 gigs. So I'm getting 3. So it's obviously not going through that right now. Because this is a 10 gig. Even that should be, it's a 10 gig link. Oh, but it's a 10100 link on my switch. I don't have a 10 gig link on my bench. Okay. If this comes back with good speed, I'm gonna try to run a model. If this comes back with the same 3 gig, I'm gonna cancel this live stream, and I gotta cancel it soon anyway. I'm gonna go do some more homework and figure out why these interfaces aren't fast, or why I'm not getting the link speeds I expect. Maybe I can have some time to set up my Hugging Face pull-through cache too. 3 gig. Well, that's fun. And I can just run this directly. Right? Right? All right. So if anyone watches this stream after it's no longer live, please let me know if you know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just running through their scripts, trying to get this ConnectX-7 to aggregate properly. I'm sure someone else has it. Obviously, other people have it working on Ubuntu. I'm just doing something dumb. So, yeah. But thanks everyone for hanging out, watching afterwards. This is a long, a long process, but we got part of the way there. So now I'll figure out the networking so we can run a multi-node model. But yeah, thanks everyone. Talk to you later.